Welcome to your brand new Heritage Glen. My name is Blake. I'll be doing your show out today. I'll kind of start off with the front trailer, walk around, show you everything outside, then we'll go inside. So up here we got your jack. It just goes up and down just by going like that, and then got your fancy light here. Propane tanks. You kind of just untwist and untwist here. And then we actually don't have your propane tanks on because it's going to Alaska. Got to be empty propane tanks, so they're emptying. But they'll be on there once you get it. You got your 2 batteries up here, and they're wired in, all set to go. And then if we keep walking around, we got your storage compartment. There's a fancy light in here. Some accessories for your barbecue, and then your power cord is right there. Keep walking back. These are your stabilizer jacks, so you just hit the button. One usually goes down, and then the other one will go down. Once they hit ground, both of them, then you just stop right there. It's not meant for leveling. You don't want to put too much pressure on them, otherwise they will bend and won't work out too good for you. It's all pre-wired for a solar panel, so you can have a little solar panel plug in and trickle charge your batteries if you want to go that route. You got your awning with your fancy awning LED lights. There's a fuse for the awning. If your awning ever stops working, the fuse is right there. This guy is for your black tank, so where all your toilet water goes. This, you hook up a hose when you're dumping your tanks. So you dump your tanks, you stick a hose up in there, then you keep the tank valve open, and I'll show you that in a minute. Then you put the water in and you just let it run, and kind of sprays the walls of your tank down. But that tank has to be open. You got cable if you wanted to put your TV out here. Your TV slips in here, plugs in there, and then you can get cable or whatever on there as well. You got 3 stairs, so it just flips, and then goes in, and then just pops out. These are your back of your refrigerator units. Not too much reason to be back there. You might want to take it off every once in a while and clean out the inside, because some debris will get in there, and you want to keep that clean. Back here is your little outdoor kitchen. Pretty much just a sink and a refrigerator. Your little grill here. And it runs off propane, and then if you look down here, that little blue cap, that's the propane line, so it just plugs in there, and then it plugs into your barbecue, boop, and then you'll get propane to your barbecue. And it just kind of folds on back, and it'll snap into place with the little thing there. We got your spare tire. It's always there. You got your exterior shower. You can wash stuff off. And then in here, so this is your fresh water. This will fill your fresh water tank. That's if you're going somewhere where it doesn't have water. You can just hook up here, fill your fresh water tank, and that fills your onboard tank. City water connection. And that is if you're somewhere with water access. You just hook the hose up there, turn the water on, and it fills goes to all your faucets, your shower, and all that fun stuff. This is the exhaust for the furnace, blows out hot air. This is if you are somewhere and you want to get cable, you hook up cable, then it'll go to a TV. This one's if you have a little satellite, you can get TV there. License plate will go here. This is your plug-in, so it just unwinds and comes out. This is the inside of your hot water tank. Not too much stuff going on in here. This little on-off switch in there. I don't know if you can see that, but that on-off switch, that's for the electric side. It heats the water up electrically. It has a little heating thing in there. If you're not using it, you want to keep it off. Otherwise you'll just burn up that little element in there. It won't heat up as fast as gas. Gas is kind of the more dominant way to heat up the water. But if you're running on propane, and you're running low, you can still get hot water. And then if you look back here, you can see your dump stations back here. You got your 2 gray tanks, so that's going to be your shower, and in the kitchen that's going to be your sinks and all that stuff. And then if we keep walking back, down here is going to be more dump stations. So this is going to be your black tank, so that's going to be your toilet, that's labeled there. And then your gray tank is going to be the other valve, and that's going to be your either your kitchen or it's another gray tank. And then this guy is the manual crank. So if you look here, you got a little hole here, and that goes through and it has a little adapter. So this sticks in here and then it attaches into something. And if you can't get your slide outs in, if you go through this one, it will bring the opposite slide out in. So you got to go on the opposite side to suck that opposite slide out in. Just by with this little guy. And then if your stabilizer jacks don't work, you got to use this guy, and then you can manually crank them up just by sticking that on, and then you spin it and it goes up and down. I think that's about it for the outside, so now we can go inside. Alrighty, so we'll start off with all your switches here. We got 2 switches for the slide out, and every slide out has its own switch. So this one's going to be for the kitchen slide out. This one is going to be the back bedroom slide out. And we'll put that one back out. And then we got one more slide out button over here, and that's going to bring this big slide out in. And then all the way out. And then you got your monitor panel, so you can see your battery level. That's full. Freshwater tanks, your onboard freshwater, empty black tank, gray tank, and then gray tank number 2. You got light switches, and then this is your hot water tank. So that's going to do the propane side of the hot water tank, and it lights the big flame up. And then this is your water pump, so if you have your if you're running water through your fresh tank, you gotta have your water pump on. And then that gets all water up to all your faucets. And then here's for your 3rd gray tank, because you have 3 gray tanks on this one. And then that'll read that. You got your stereo here. I'm sure you'll all be able to figure that out. It has CDs, it also runs DVDs through the TV.
On the other?
Then your TV is pretty basic. Then, let's see. Alright, so if you're ever having a problem with any of your electronics or like lights or anything, you're gonna want to check right here. So this is where all your fuses are. So these are gonna be all your 12-volt fuses. They're all labeled water pump and propane and lights and all that. And these are all your breakers. So this is when you're plugged in. So it's your air conditioning, microwave, kind of the bigger water heaters and stuff like that. If a fuse ever goes out, there's a little red LED light that's in there, and then once this is actually closed, it's got a little window, so you actually see when a fuse is blown, you'll see a little red light there. So if you ever have any problems and you see a red light, you might want to just change the fuse. So you might want to get some 15-amp fuses, because that's mostly what they are. So down here you have your propane and CO detector, so that starts going off when there's a propane leak or carbon monoxide. Over here is your thermostat, so that runs your AC and your furnace. So you can just turn that guy on. So that will run your AC, not be too cold, and then that will run your furnace. So you just go off mode, and then click it on, and furnace. Then up and down. Then over here we got your refrigerator. So if you click it on, and then if you auto, if that light's on, it means it's gonna run off of electricity, but if it gets unplugged or the power goes out, it automatically switches over to propane. If you just want to run on propane only, you click it out and it lights up a little flame and it'll go. You got the microwave here, pretty basic microwave just like your home would have. Stove just flips and flips. I'm not sure if our propane's on. Nope, doesn't look like it's on. That's right, we don't have propane tanks on this one. And then the oven's pretty basic as well. And then if we walk back here, the bunk room, it's got the emergency exit for the kids, bunk beds, you can put a TV in here, it's all wired in, and then the little chairs there, and this guy just flips down for the extra bed. I think that's it in here. We'll go in the bathroom real quick. And here's your bag full of stuff. It's got all your owner's manuals and all that stuff in there. If you ever have any questions, you can look there. And then the bathroom. Pretty basic. Got the shower, the toilet, sink. Not too much going on there. If you're transporting, you're gonna want this little guy to close, otherwise, so it doesn't bang around and break the glass. Then in here, just the bedroom, pretty basic. You got your lights up here. You can, it's all wired in for a TV if you want to put a TV in here. And emergency exits. And then I believe this guy is a laundry chute, so that goes into your front compartment area. And I think that's just about it with this unit. If you have any questions, just give us a call and we'll be glad to answer them.